Hey, Mr. Elon, we have 5 more satellites that's ready for launch. How many satellites do we have in orbit right now? Exactly 415, sir. And what day is it today? Today is April 19th, sir. Wait till tomorrow. But sir, why? You'll see. Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're actually talking about something a little different. We're talking about Starlink. Now this is something a little different today because it's actually not a stock that you can go out and buy right now. As some of you know, Starlink is a division of SpaceX, which is a private company. Now it is an Elon Musk company after all, and I'm sure you guys have heard of SpaceX, right? They're the guys that launch the rockets, and they have those really cool automatic rockets that just like land in the middle of an ocean on a skiff. They're the ones that are pioneering the use of reusable rockets and cutting down costs massively of launching spacecraft. But today I'm specifically talking about the Starlink portion of SpaceX, which is their project to blanket the globe in a fast network of global internet access delivered through satellite. Now, to accomplish this, Starlink would need about 40,000 satellites that are just orbiting in low Earth orbit all around the globe. The idea is that you can just hook up a satellite dish and just receive Wi-Fi wherever you want. This will literally be all over the globe. So imagine that you're climbing like Mount Everest or something and you want to take a selfie on Mount Everest and post it on Instagram. Well, with Starlink, you'd be able to do that. Now, I think this is such a cool idea and people don't talk about this enough. Everyone often talks about how SpaceX is going to Mars, right? So SpaceX is building like rockets to go to Mars, and Elon Musk wants to make civilization just interstellar. And I think those ideas are really great too. But what I don't think that people talk about often enough is the implications of having a global network of satellites that just deliver really fast internet all over the world. So this is a huge demand gap that I think that the market is just facing right now that is not being filled by anyone existing besides Starlink. Now, I know a lot of you viewers are from America, and I know that internet service providers in America have really bad reputations, right? So I'm talking about companies like Comcast or Xfinity. I'm sure you guys know all about them. I'm not going to elaborate on it any further. They have just terrible customer service, right? And then their service is really bad too. Not to mention, if you try to call them, just their service itself is bad. And if you think that Canada's much better, well, not really. Because if you talk to people here, you will find that often they have grudges against Rogers or Bell or all these big service internet providers that just suck. And the problem is that a lot of these ISPs, they're monopolies, right? So a lot of places you can only get one company's service. So it's like you either pay us $100 a month or more, or you don't get internet. Which one do you choose? So I think that there's massive room for a competitor like Starlink to come in because it's going to be fast and it's going to be convenient, and all you need is just to buy like a satellite dish, and no matter where you are, you can receive internet access. Now, to accomplish Elon's dream of blanketing the world with global fast internet, you'd need about 40,000 satellites that are available in low Earth orbit. Now, as of today, Starlink has only 420 or so satellites that are available. So that's only about 1% of the way. So we still got a while to go before that dream is accomplished. However, according to an Elon Musk tweet, in a reply to a question on Twitter, he said that the public beta will begin in 6 months and the private beta will begin in 3 months. So that's actually really fast. So if you think about it, maybe by the end of the year, you can apply to become a Starlink customer. You can just buy your own satellite dish and become a beta tester to try it out. Now, certainly if that's available here in Canada, I'll be one of the first to try it out. As to the opportunity when it comes to investing, according to a Bloomberg report a couple of months ago, they interviewed the president of SpaceX, Gwen Shotwell. And Shotwell floated the idea of a Starlink IPO, and she said that Starlink was a great candidate for a potential IPO. Now, to me, this makes a lot of sense because SpaceX would need a lot of money to achieve their dream of launching rockets or colonizing Mars or whatever. So a great way to raise money is through issuing shares, right? Through equity raise. But if you look at Elon Musk's style, he's not really one for giving up control of the company, right? So he already did so with Tesla. Now, if you remember, Elon Musk got in trouble a while back about that tweet about taking Tesla private. So the reason why he wants to take Tesla private is because because he doesn't want to deal with all the crap that he gets from dealing with public shareholders. But the problem is that he only owns 20% of Tesla. Now, I know people often associate Elon Musk with Tesla a lot, like he is Tesla or something, but he actually owns only about 20% of the company. Versus SpaceX, he owns more than 50% of. So he's definitely not going to be willing to give up control of SpaceX. And he's going to want to keep SpaceX private. So for those of you who are on the side waiting for a SpaceX IPO, I'm sorry to say this to you, but I don't think that's going to happen because Elon Musk is not going to sell out SpaceX. But with that being said, I think opening up Starlink to an IPO is a great idea because Elon Musk can control SpaceX while at the same time raise money through Starlink. So yeah, I think that this is a great opportunity for us investors because according to a report back in 2016, the global internet service providing industry is valued at almost $1 trillion globally. Now, this is of course from 2016, so it's probably much higher than $1 trillion now. So we're able to buy into a $1 trillion industry if Starlink IPOs and becomes a public company. And so I think that this is a fantastic opportunity, and if Starlink only captures a small percentage of this global market share, then that would be huge. So yeah, those are my 2 cents, and I don't know exactly when Starlink is going to IPO. If you were to ask me, and don't quote me on this, but if you were to ask me, I think that maybe sometime in the next year or two. So yeah, once that day comes, be sure to add the stock to your watch list and perhaps even buy in. Now, I know I don't buy IPO stocks, but maybe I'll make an exception if Starlink IPOs. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and consider subscribing if you like this series. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll leave the links down below in the description as always. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.